everybody. I am here with Emily Frisella.
Hello.
She is going to be making me some dinner. And hold on, you know what? Let's just keep it real. Right there. We look right there.
Okay. We were just trying
That's where we look, right?
She goes, I don't know where to look. I go, oh shit, where do we look? Can I cuss on here?
We'll warn them. I'll warn them.
Okay.
She swears.
Sorry, I'll try to not swear as much.
Hey, I'm getting dinner, so I can't complain about anything. And do you like your lighting in there?
That's fine. I told her I feel like an angel with all this light on my head.
Look at us. We don't do edits. Oh, good. Did I get you?
No, I'm just like seeing spots now.
Oh,
that's good.
Oh,
yeah, that's good.
Hey, we look like people now instead of highlighted angels. So hey, you know what? I'm gonna let her explain what she's doing, and while she gets it going, I'm just gonna hang out because this is her show, and then we'll sort of tell you the reasons why she chose this, and the variations between family, whether you're in prep, whether you want to drop some pounds, or just how to do a treat meal without undoing your entire week. So I'm gonna let Emily take the show.
All right, guys. Today we're going to do some chicken with quinoa and some tomato and onion. You can add zucchini to this. You can add carrots. You can add pretty much anything from the garden, whatever you have in the pantry or in your fridge. We started out with 2 cups of chicken broth and then also 1 cup of rinsed quinoa. And we boiled that. And then once it came to a boil, we simmered it. Yes. Thank you. Quinoa. And then once that came to a boil, we simmered it for about 12 minutes. The way to tell when quinoa's done is it'll have a white line in it. So you just want to check for that. That's going to be the proper tenderness so you don't overcook it.
Seriously, a white line?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And quinoa's great. Don't be afraid to eat it, like with treat meals and things like that, because it's a very, very healthy source of protein. There's 8 grams of protein per cup, and it is chock full of benefits. If you guys, with vitamins, antioxidants, quinoa is very, very healthy. There's lots of variations you can make with it. You can use it, with chicken, you can throw it in beef, any way you want, and it's a healthy carb. It's one of the healthiest you're going to have that also has the most protein in it. And then we have 2 tablespoons of olive oil heating up here over medium heat. And then we cleaned 2 chicken breasts. We pre-diced up half of the tomato. She's a good sous chef. Half of a small onion, and then 2 cloves of garlic. If you're not a big garlic lover, you can cut that down to 1. I like the garlic flavor, or sometimes in the early spring or fall, you can get garlic scapes. Those are really good too. It's a little bit less garlicky taste. It's got a little more sweet taste. It's actually the green center for it. You can find it sometimes at farmers markets. You can use that.
What is that called?
A garlic scape.
Garlic scape.
S-C-A-P-E. Yeah. Then we're going to use some fresh basil, about 8 to 10 leaves depending on the flavor. We're doing 8 now, which keeps it pretty mild. I'm a basil freak, so I would probably put like 20 in there. And then, 4 ounces of crumbled feta and a lime. So there's not a whole lot of ingredients. That's kind of the point of it. Stuff that you can use the leftovers on, not buying special stuff, because we've talked, and the thing that's most annoying is when a recipe calls for something and you have to go out of your way or make 3 trips to different stores trying to find the shit that you want, stuff that you want.
Or spend $20 for a little spice thing from a special spice store
That's my most hated thing.
Oh my gosh.
You call for that. Sorry.
We're on fire.
But yeah, these spices that are, literally, I looked at one once, it was $16.99, I'll never forget, and I needed 1/8 of a teaspoon. And that's something that's something that motivated me to start writing these cookbooks like 6 years ago, is because I don't want to do that, and nobody else does. It's a waste of money, and it's way overplaying. I want to be able to look at a recipe and see like, oh, okay, I'll just stop at the store on the way home and get all that stuff. So that's
I have this in my house usually. I always have limes. There's always tomatoes. There's always onions. I had to grab these 2 things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
it's in your house.
Real world cooking. Ugh,
I love it.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we have our oil heated. We're gonna add in the onions and the garlic, and we're going to let that cook until the onions become translucent.
My house is gonna smell delicious. while she's doing that, I want to tell you one of the reasons we picked the starch. A lot of folks tell me that they are really scared to have a treat meal, a cheat meal, whatever you want to call it. But like I've said before, all that is something extra. It doesn't always have to be pizza, donuts, and ice cream. Well, I mean, we talked earlier, there's definitely a place for pizza, beer, donuts, and ice cream, and burgers with the buns, and 100 different ways to make French fries. Emily has the book. But
I do have a book of French fries.
so see, I mean, there's a place for them, definitely. But I understand being scared of that extra meal when you don't want to undo your entire week. So how to cheat right when you are in that fat loss, fat burning mode that you don't want to undo. Quinoa. It's like she said, all the benefits of the protein and everything else is in there, but it's a grain, it's a starch that you're going to use. You're not going to take it into the next day and make it a breakfast through dinner thing. It's just going to be something else that your body gets to utilize instead of always the same thing. And what you're not even going to realize, because it is such a small amount that you're adding in. I want to give you this example. People are scared to add starch into their life. What if you had a huge boiling pot of water on your stove? You know, it's going crazy, boiling all over. Well, what would happen? Here, I'll ask Emily. Emily, what's going to happen to the pot on your stove if you just dump a huge gallon of cold water into it? What's going to happen? Well, what's going to happen to the water? It's going to stop boiling.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to stop. But what if I add,
I thought you meant just a pot of water. I'm like, let it go.
Your crazy boiling pot, what if you just add a half a cup of cold water?
Oh, absolutely. You're
It's not going to do anything.
Right. It's going to keep rolling.
So that's the whole idea of adding that starch into it, just doing it a little. You just go crazy and add tons, you're going to stop the progress that you're working so hard for. But when you add just a little, and then you let the water keep boiling and it evaporates, you don't even notice. And then you get to add a cup in, 5 minutes later. You give it time to adjust. So that's what I want to try to show you here, that it doesn't have to be about delicious Dominoes or whatever else. It can be about doing it in a way that you're not going to undo everything.
Yeah.
So I'm done.
No, can I tell the story about the cheat meals, the importance of them?
Yes!
Okay, this is actually real life story. My husband and I usually, what? Why are you laughing?
We made them all up before we turned the camera
No,
on.
because we were just talking about the importance of, treat meals, cheat meals, happy meals. People call them different things.
Yeah.
But just from my personal experience with them is every summer. Excuse me. We're gonna go ahead. Let me interrupt that real quick. We're gonna go ahead and add in 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts that we cleaned. You know what? Hang on.
This already smells
Cancel.
so
I forgot to cut it up first. Cut it into strips.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my husband and I, every summer we go on like this. We do a 100-day challenge, and what that is it's exactly what it sounds like, a 100-day challenge. We make sure we get all our meals in. We hit the gym, drink all our water, take all our supplements, and we have like a little chalkboard in our kitchen, and we write like a countdown on it. And it's just something we like to do for ourselves, just to summer's a very easy time, it seems, of the year, besides the holidays, to kind of lose grip of your diet and everything because there's so many parties and picnics, events, things like that. So we like to do it just to kind of keep us in check. So last summer, we were doing our 100-day challenge, and we went like all out. We like beer. So we gave up all drinking, gave up any type of a cheat or treat meal at all. We stayed on our diet plan, 7 days a week. And not for 100 days, though. We went 39 days. And the reason we stopped at those 2 chicken breasts sliced up here, the reason we stopped was because after 39 days of doing every single thing right, we didn't lose a pound. I didn't lose a pound. My husband lost like 2 pounds, and that was it. And we were so frustrated. So we decided, well, let's go take a cheat meal. We went and had a cheat meal. I think we took something kind of simple, but just something different. And then before you knew it, 2 days later, we weigh again. We were both down in weight. So our body needed that to refire our metabolism to get burning, because otherwise, they say like, protein food is like putting gas on a fire, keeps it going. Same principles for like having some sort of cheat meal or treat meal is you've got to have that to refuel your fire, keep your metabolism going. Also, it's just a good refeed for your body.
Absolutely.
And I think it's easier to stay on track because you satisfy that little craving, that little bit of different flavor that you wanted.
Well, it's like giving methadone to a heroin addict. I
Mhm.
always say that, but it's like, you just give a little so you don't even realize when you are, I'm looking for something.
Yes, sexual assistance.
I was gonna say. Devin didn't unload the dishwasher, and so
You keep giving me spoons.
I keep giving her
I
spoons.
have 4 spoons in front of me.
What? Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna.
5 spoons in front of me.
Oh my gosh, this is his way of. Oh, but hey, haha. This is clean. Talk about a junk drawer. This is the lady who came up to me and introduced herself by whacking me on the butt.
Hey, she's bent over. She's asking for it. That's really the first time I met her because I talked to her just like, as creepy as it sounds now with social media, but that's how I talk to her. Like, there's through social media, and we've been trying to like get together for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And in June, I think I finally got,
Yeah, it's summer.
I finally met you, and I literally just walked up and she was bent over, and I went, and then
Everybody
looked. The thing was, she didn't really look that surprised, so I wondered how often that happened. Like,
no,
she just
never.
She told me I had to give her $1 next time I do it, though.
$5. I'm working on building something that ain't for free anymore. I'm serious, I am. I'm working on building a butt.
That's good.
It is the most painful thing.
Isn't it fun though?
I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know. But I definitely noticed. My husband tells me that he notices. But
What's your favorite booty exercise?
there's none of them. I don't like any of them. I don't like any. The only things I like to do. You need another one?
Yeah. The only thing you like to do what?
No, look at that. That's flat.
These things are nice though.
I love them.
I like them just because you can put them like,
Heck yeah.
like I make Andy omelets all the time and put the veggies on the side and just fold it up.
Oh, I love them.
And then when I put them in the sink, they don't take up so much room.
Mm-hmm. My favorite thing is the rack pulls. Just picking up really strong, heavy, whatever. I mean, and it's where I find a lot of therapy these days.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to pay for a therapist right now, so the rack pulls. But I hate butt exercises because it hurts. And the best way to do it is to go down and come back up squatting and things.
Yeah.
And just making sure Devin doesn't get locked out if he says, hey. But going down and coming up, this is a lot. Just squat down and bring back up.
Yeah.
So I don't like any of them right now.
No, I can see that. No, it's a booty. No, I wrote an article about this, like how like there's so many crazes, like it's the big boob craze, then it was the butt phase, then it's the ab phase, and stuff.
I just don't have
Just
one.
do your shit. Just get out there and work out, and just be happy and be healthier. Like
I love it.
it's the truth, though. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And it's just it's sort of a full circle.
Yeah. Just do
one
your
will
shit.
always-
Exactly. It's gonna come back.
It'll fall into place,
All right, guys. So we had this cooking maybe about 5 minutes. The chicken, we're just going to put just a little. If this were my house, I'd just dig in here, but I don't want to like stick my fingers all in our bowl of salt. So we're just gonna put a little bit of sea salt in here,
I gotta bother me.
and then we're gonna crank just a little bit of black pepper. Okay. And then next, and the chicken's not quite done yet, but that's probably, we'll need to cook about 5 minutes. Because as we add in things, it's going to continue to cook. So we're going to add in our tomatoes.
Juice and all, yes.
Yeah, the juice, the seeds, everything. We're going to turn our fire up here about to medium high. Hers are on numbers, so we're at like a number 6, 5.5 or 6.
And there's a fire under my pan.
I know,
Sounds dirty.
And then we're going to add in 2 more tablespoons of oil. The extra virgin olive oil. If you don't have this, you can also use like grapeseed oil or coconut oil.
Yeah, that's the fad.
Yes.
The coconut oil fad.
Okay. And we're just going to let this cook about 3 minutes or so just to kind of soften those tomatoes up. And it's actually almost done. This is a super, super quick dish.
It smells awesome.
Yeah, that's me. No. Anyway,
Let me get my plate out.
so it's just something you can make after work, or on the weekends, because nobody likes to sit in the kitchen for an hour after work. They just want to be able to have dinner, sit down, and relax with their family. So this is a really good recipe for that. So I feel like I'm like Twilight Zone here, like in and out of the camera.
I don't look tan at all.
You want to come stand over here?
Yeah, but this way I can hide part of the
Otis?
chunk. No, Otis is on this side. Otis. Speaking of Otis, so I know you all loved the picture of her bulldog that you saw. She has 3.
Oh yeah. We have 3 of those 2 little ones and 1 American Bulldog.
And one is named Otis.
Yes, one is named Otis. And he's like the grouchy one, like, if you ever see any like posts or Snapchats or Instagram posts I make, he always looks like a little old man grumpy. Like he's only a year and a half, he'll be 2 in October, and he's like a little old man. Like, you look at him and he looks like he's like, fall asleep, bitch, I'll kill you. Like that's like his face that he makes sometimes. It's so funny.
I love his tooth.
I know,
when you put the photos up and you're like, there's a little tooth.
I know, it's always just one tooth.
Or she puts her bikinis on Charlie.
Yeah, she's just so cute. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to
Calm down.
just try. She said under her breath, calm down, Karen.
Calm down, Karen.
We're just going, God, that smells good. We're going to just coarsely chop up the basil, and we're going to add in the feta cheese. So take a look. It's 4 ounces.
And if you're not doing dairy, is it
I just leave it out if you're not doing dairy at all.
there? If you're not doing
Yeah,
dairy.
it's got great flavor without it. I just like it because it just adds a little bit extra, like, I just like feta cheese, period, so I'll put it on anything I can when I can, so that's why I do it. Okay, so. Alright, so just sprinkle the basil on.
Oh, there, I smell it.
And then we're just going to put this cheese in here. And then we're going to juice some lime. And the way you want to shop for lemons and limes is the more elongated or like football shape. Like this one's perfect because it's more like a football. And that means it was grown. What?
Means it's on the tree longer.
Oh, it means it was on the tree longer, yes. And then just to juice it, I'm sure you guys know this, just kind of press down and roll it. Alright, I'm going to slice this open. Actually, I'm not going to use your juicer. If I needed a lot, I would usually use like a juicer like this. But I'm just going to squeeze it in. And when you squeeze in lemons or limes fresh from it, just hold it through your hand. That way you don't squeeze any seeds out.
Unless you're awesome like me and bought the seedless kind.
Oh,
All Sam's had.
well, that's
See, I didn't know they sold seedless
I didn't
lime.
either.
Seedless lime, huge bag for $2.
Damn.
I know, right? And they're
Steal.
and they're long.
I know, they're good.
They're
Usually
tree
the
limes.
little tiny guys.
Nope. Sam's, $2.38 for the big bag.
Alright, let's take a peek at this. So here's kind of what we, can you see that?
Oh my
I don't want to
gosh.
flip it over too much. Oh, you're okay.
Wait, they're used to this too.
Yeah. So now you can kind of
Oh my
see what we're
gosh,
looking
that
at.
smells so good.
And we're just gonna let that simmer
I smell the basil.
for about. Dude, I love basil.
Oh.
So good. We're gonna let that simmer for about 2 or 3 more minutes just to let all the flavors marry. And then we're gonna plop that over our quinoa, and that's it.
And what's crazy is that right there, there's no starchiness, there's no carb. It's all complex carbs and protein with some full fat dairy that's going to absorb and help you digest the protein and make it last longer. Keep your blood sugar level, and we know how I like to talk about that and what it does for you all trying to lose fat. So, but here you go. There's my meal. And now I'm going to make Bryce's with a starch, have a salad with mine. So that's another thing. You don't have to make 5 different meals for your family if you're trying to cut something out.
Yeah.
There you go. Same protein, same veggies, different side.
And the quinoa is like super low. The glycemic index is very, very low in quinoa. So it's huge, it's a great diet food, I guess you want to say.
Yeah, and
Lifestyle food should be it.
And we know that the lower on the glycemic index, that means the less it's going to affect your blood sugar. And again, when your blood sugar is spiked and high and your insulin's going crazy, your body is not burning fat. So, but you should know that because I talk about it at least twice a week.
Give me a plate, lady.
Plates.
Awesome. All right, you got a measuring cup, or how much you want? How much quinoa you want?
Well, that's the crazy thing. It's what, Thursday? I'm not eating quinoa. I know it tastes like I'm going for chicken.
Okay.
So, do you want to measure yours out, or are you just going to dump it on the plate?
No, I'm just gonna put it here.
I'm going to take photos of it and post it in the comment. Is this going to be in your cookbook? Is this in your cookbook?
It's not in the first cookbook. It'll be in the second one.
What is the first one? You have
The first cookbook's done. I'm writing 5 of them, and then I have four.
5 cookbooks?
Yeah, and then the 5th one is baby, toddler, and kids lunches. So that way people, make your own baby food, toddler snacks, and how to pack your kids' lunches healthy and not be a PB&J and a Twix bar. So
You can't even send PB&J anymore.
what?
No. You can't send peanut butter to school. And but I understand. I get it.
I'm just gonna put it all on here so you can take a picture.
Go
Or
for
I
it.
just want a portion of it.
Why? I mean, that's not a portion.
Doo-doo-doo.
Only 2 chicken breasts.
This is a portion, right? This is my portion.
That is a portion. If I'm not going to eat starch, that would be a portion. In a heartbeat. Without any.
I can't believe you really can't pack peanut butter and jelly anymore.
Well, I mean, it's the whole peanut allergy, and I mean, Devin had a kiddo in his class, I think last year or 2 years
Where'd
ago.
that basil go?
That, I don't know what you do with it.
Oh, never mind. Just kidding.
That was a snake.
All right, Mom.
I really do hope that he comes home today. Devin's first day of school is today. I was irresponsible and did not have the bus and transportation thing worked out as well as I should have. So if he's not home by 3, I'll worry. Oh. I'm gonna take your photo, guys. Look at this.
Try that.
We're both like this, though. I think that was one of the funniest things. We both wanted to look fabulous. Oh my gosh, it smells incredible. Do you ever put that on pasta?
Oh, dude, it'd be awesome on pasta. I actually like a black bean pasta. Have you seen that?
No.
They make on Amazon. It's called Taste of Asia. Explore Asia. I don't know. Google or look on Amazon for black bean pasta. It's called like Explore Asia, I think, or Asian or something.
Pasta. I can see that. It's like a bean bun.
Yeah, but it's pasta and it's all black beans and it's in a 2-ounce serving. It's 25 grams of protein and I think it's about 22 grams of carbs.
Yeah, but there's some fiber in that.
Oh yeah.
Kids
Tons
don't
of fiber.
count
Yeah.
that, so your net carbs gotta
Yeah,
go
and
way
it's
down.
so good. So I eat that like if I'm craving a pasta. I would definitely like during the week. I would have this. I would have my black bean pasta with this. Probably leave the cheese out for my until the weekend. So
Well, yeah, but you're just trading.
That's
So that
yeah.
works.
that works.
Carbs and protein or fat and protein.
There you go. Yes, ma'am. Take this picture.
I'm gonna take this picture and I'm gonna get out of here and then I'm gonna eat this and then we're gonna do another video because you gotta have dessert, right?
Yeah.
So,
But hang on, hold on.
we're not going anywhere.
But if you're gonna have it with the quinoa,
yes.
measure out your quinoa portion, put that down in like a bed, and then you're gonna put your chicken on top of the quinoa. So here's the quinoa we made. It's really in there. I'm not lying.
I'll do another photo with the quinoa on the bottom after you don't need to be around for that. All right, guys. Go check her out, fithomeandhealth.com. Emily, what's the easiest way to get to you? Fithomeandhealth.com?
FitHomeHealth.com or Instagram at Emily Frisella.
I'll post all of her stuff below.
Yeah, she'll post all that shit.
There we go. Oh, I need to tan. All right, guys. Have a good day.
Bye.